We're sitting here with Chad Collier, founder and CEO of CarSaver.
This is Amplify, a retail automotive podcast brought to you by Reuters Events and ASOTU. It's time to make the most innovative voices in retail automotive louder.
Chad, we had to come all the way to Vegas to meet each other, even though we live like 15 minutes away.
Right down
Always
the street.
happens.
But here we are in Vegas.
There we
Always
go.
happens.
Hey, we got to do it in Vegas. Well, thanks for joining us
Of
and
course.
getting on the podcast. You sit in a very, very interesting position in the auto industry with CarSaver. You have been through multiple places, and the touch points that you have across industry partners and dealers and third-party marketplaces is quite wild. Describe like where CarSaver fits in the automotive ecosystem right now.
Man, that's a great question. We have had the opportunity to work with a lot of different partners in the industry, and really fortunate because the amount that we've learned in the last decade doing this has been phenomenal. But CarSaver, our role is we're a end-to-end enterprise e-commerce platform for the automotive industry across all tiers. So we enable a customer to buy, finance, insure, and protect cars. Really when you think about digital retail, we're kind of the entire 360. So you're able to buy a car on our platform, but you're also able to service your car and then upgrade it, sell your car, trade your car. You can do everything within our marketplace. On one side of our platform, we license the platform to the industry. So brands like Nissan, we're Nissan's e-commerce platform in the U.S. We have lenders who use our platform to retain their existing auto loan customers and help them upgrade to another car. And then we have insurance partners who we power their total loss program. So if a customer, his car is totaled, they refer them to us, and we are able to send them back to find a car from a dealer within our network. And then on the other side of our platform, we are a B2C marketplace where we power the auto buying program for Walmart. IHeart is a partner of ours, and some other promotional partners that drive traffic to the marketplace for their customers to be able to buy new and used cars.
Couple things.
Few things.
What did you do before you founded CarSaver?
I did a couple tech, had a couple of auto tech deals, but my background forever is I was a dealer. So I started washing cars when I was in high school.
Man, I would lead with that every time.
Yeah. I'm a dealer. I spent 20 years I owned Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealerships across the Southeast. So,
The parts of it that you miss?
Oh yeah, I love retail. Retail is when retail's in your blood, it never leaves. So, I'm a retail guy in and out, and I love tech. I love technology. I love where our industry's headed. Conferences like this to see the motivation that the industry have and the shifts that are going on. I think it's great. So we're just happy to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Speaking of motivation, everyone seems really motivated right now.
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour just started, so if you hear a little bit of shenanigans in the background, just putting that out there. It's a great industry. It really is. Talk about energetic people who actually like doing business together, and there's kind of just this very familial acknowledgement, especially if you've been a dealer.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you just pulled out, I used to wash cars, that's my favorite part.
There you go. That's the best. So because you deal with so many different parts of the market, right? And you touch the dealer, you touch the customer, you touch the industry partner, you touch the OEM. Where are the gaps that you guys are seeing and finding in right now the customer experience? What are the gaps that we still have yet to fill as an industry?
It's a good question. We started Walmart. So when we started with Walmart in 2016, our goal was to build a end-to-end all brands marketplace where customers could go end-to-end, buy, finance, insure all brands of cars. Our first customer we sold was a $6,000 used car who, honestly, we thought that's probably our target audience. Our second car we sold was a $250,000 Bentley.
That's nuts.
That average is pretty good.
That's hilarious.
Out of a Walmart store in Stuart, Florida. That was our second purchase.
What was the reaction when that second one came through?
Well,
Right, because when the first one you were expecting that, right? Like you said, you're like, okay, this is what we were expecting, great. And then the second one drops, and what does the team do?
what I love about it is the guy walked into Walmart, walked up to our kiosk. We have kiosk inside of Walmart. He walked up to the kiosk, and he said,
unbelievable.
"Do you carry Bentleys?" And this gentleman was dressed very normal. And our associate, I mean, we were brand new. Our associate, said, yes, I think we have Bentleys. She wasn't expecting that question, but she goes to the kiosk and helps him navigate. And surprisingly, we had the exact car he's looking for. And what had happened is we had a Buick dealer that was not only Buick, they were Buick and Bentley. And so in their inventory feed, they sent us their Bentleys with their Buicks.
Just sticking with the bees.
So,
Wow.
Right.
so we sold the Bentley, but you would have never expected the customer to look like what he looked like as a
Yeah,
Bentley buyer.
of course.
And so, the old, you never prejudge a customer.
Well,
and
Walmart says there's like really two demographics that shop there, right? One is because they are looking for the value, like pricing, like they need it to buy the stuff that they need. They need to go to Walmart because of the pricing to get everything they need. And the other side are the people that just want to get the best price on everything, regardless of their income level, regardless. And
What's
the
crazy, it's
Bentley
the
driver's
number
like,
two-
I just need to pay that much money for my Cocoa Puffs, right?
Yeah,
Right.
179 is the price. Right?
he came in to buy his grandson a fishing pole.
Come on.
And he bought a Bentley.
What a story.
That's literally what he came in for. But Walmart's actually number 2 place
Please,
that millionaires
how many
shop.
times have you told? It's the number.
Wait, the number what?
Number 2 place that millionaires shop.
That's unbelievable.
It is the
number one
number 2
place?
Sam's Club.
I'm not allowed to say because it's a Walmart competitor, so
Oh,
I
okay,
can't go there. But
okay.
I'll let you guess.
That's unbelievable.
But millionaires like value as much as anybody.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
right.
at the end of the day, everybody loves value.
Can I
convenience.
ask, how many times have you actually told the story of the first and second purchase out there? Because I've never heard
It's
that.
such
I
a
feel like
great
you need to
story.
like
You
shout
just
that.
lit
from
us,
the-
bro.
We do need to share it more. We share it all the time, but I need to share it more. If you guys haven't heard it, then most of the industry probably hasn't heard it because you guys
trying
are
to get some more
everywhere,
people
so.
to hear it now. But that is just a great story.
That's unbelievable. I can't remember where all that started, but I think it was like the gaps that we're
It was
trying
the
to
gaps.
still
Oh, yeah,
solve.
the
Yeah, there we
gaps.
go.
It was
We
the
should
gaps.
get there because I feel like you had a lead to that.
yeah, we just hijacked
So
you.
on the gaps, basically, what we learned trying to solve for that breadth of a customer. So you had a used car buyer. We have a lot of subprime customers, and then we have prime cash buyers. And trying to facilitate an online buying experience for all of those across all the different makes, all the different systems we have in automotive, all the different lenders and lending we have in automotive was very, very complex. And so as we started solving for it, one of the things I take a lot of pride in what we do is we were solving for it for our own customer in Walmart, but we get paid through the Walmart channel on transactions. It's a transactional model, and so if a car doesn't sell, we didn't get paid. And so we were very motivated to make sure we connected all the dots and closed all the gaps because at the end of the day, that was how we made revenue. And so as we started talking to industry partners who were looking to kind of do similar things with their customer experience, I felt like we had an advantage for a lot of those gaps because we'd solved for many of them. And so some of those gaps are things like a trade-in. The majority of our industry still does trade-ins as an online form. They'll give you a value, an estimated value, but have you come into the dealership.
Right.
Well, it's hard to close an online transaction if you have to go to the dealership.
It's literally
to do your
impossible.
trade-in.
It's not even just
It's
hard.
impossible.
It's very impossible. We'll just call it
Technically
out.
speaking.
A lot of our industry is estimated payments.
Yep.
They'll give you an estimate on payments. Starting to get better at soft pull and some of those components, but really actually doing a full financing. And one of the things we learned early was that customers don't know how to structure a car deal. Dealers
No
are
way.
really
Surprise.
obviously the sales desk is really, really good at that. Customers are not. And so a lot of the systems would just let a customer build anything they want, any kind of structure they want. And then when they submit it to the bank,
bank's like,
surprisingly, it gets turned down.
Yeah.
Wild.
And so, building all that into the customer experience where, in the back end, it is automated to make sure the customer is always building a structure that's within the lender's guidelines so that they can get approved when they hit submit. We've learned a lot. We have learned a lot about closing those gaps. And a lot of the work we do with Nissan. Nissan's goal this year is to do 15% of all their new Nissans sold through Nissan Buy at Home with online transactions. So really seeing traction, seeing it really start to gain as we have closed those gaps. And there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of work, and I would say the handoffs and the way we hand off to our dealer partners, and just continue to make that experience easier and simpler. Probably the last thing I'd say is I think we're at a point now where customers have more data, more transparency than a lot of times our salespeople do.
Yeah.
Our salespeople have to go to the desk to get all that information when the customer's already got it in their hand. And so what's your customer's trade worth? Oh, let me go ask my manager. Well, the customer's sitting there with it in front of them.
They've already done it on KBB, Edmunds.
Why can't our salesmen know? Yeah. So, I think we got to get better at giving the tools to our salespeople too, so that they can be as transparent as our online tools are with the customer right there in the dealership showroom, and kind of eliminate some of those back and forths that take a long time and waste time, and they're not transparent.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, you made us laugh. You told us some stuff we didn't know. And it's really encouraging just to know your background and see you pushing forward. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for what you do for the industry. Appreciate you.
Thanks for listening to the Amplify podcast, brought to you by Reuters Events and ASOTU. For more engaging episodes like this, subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. You can learn more about our hosts, Paul J. Daly and Cal Mountsier, by visiting ASOTU.com.